Hey, today I want to speak more about our identity shift and why it is so important to be aware of. And it's not just something we want to change our state of being. And I really want to talk about it in a more bigger picture because it's everything. It's the knowingness of we know who we are and we can control who we are. And when we haven't learned it, then we have been bought into, other people have told us how to be and what to do, and that have been our identity, our self-concept. And we have learned so many wrong things about that we are not worthy and we have to struggle for things and we have to be in a certain way so we can get love and other people like us. And we have learned so many wrong things about how we function that have kept us in this lower vibration and this unknowingness of our power. So when we be more aware of we are creating it all and how the universe or the multiverse works, then we are just being more aware of our power and know that we are creating every single experience in this world and in this life. So we are all creating our own bubble, our own reality, because that way we are looking, the eyes we are looking through, the consciousness we are looking through, that is the perspective and that is what has been broadcasted. And it's not our body, it's the consciousness. We can see it maybe behind ourselves, the consciousness. That is who we are, and we are lighting this body up. And we are the observer of our thoughts, our feeling, our body, and the circumstances and everything. And we are this spark. We are this consciousness behind it all. We are this I amness. And when we really figure that out, that we are creating it all, it's just so powerful because we have learned to identify ourselves with that identity. We have grown up and think, I am that girl and I have this job and I am in that way. And we have put so many labels on ourselves. And when we are doing that, that is who we are telling ourselves we are. And we identify ourselves with that version, and that is what there will be reflected in the outer world. And that is the experience we have. But we can change in every moment, and we are so powerful, so we can always change, and we can change to that version of us that we can manifest, that we can fantasize. So, whatever we can fantasize, whatever we can tune into and be that version. And that is all the power behind we haven't learned. So, the more we are being aware of, we are the consciousness, we are the observer, and we can choose in every moment who we want to tune into, what identity we want to light up, and what identity we want to choose in this now moment, because there is only this now moment, and we have bought into this linear way of thinking. But the time is not working in that way we have learned it, but we are creating an experience through life, through time and space. It is us that is moving. It is not time and space that is moving. But I can talk about that in another video. But we can see ourselves just like just like a game. If we are looking at ourselves just like we are living in this big world game, and every creation, everything is already finished, everything is here, every level, every scene is already here, because nothing is just falling down from where. Nothing can just come into this experience because everything is here, but we can only see what we are in resonance with. So the identity and the vibration we are tuning into, just like a level in a game, what we are tuning into, that is what we will been shown. Our brain is helping us to show us what we have our dominant focus on, and that is what we are lighting up, and that is what we are creating. So everything is here, and that is so important to really be aware of. We are not building anything, we are not making and struggling to get anything, but we are tuning into it because everything is here. And our job is to know our inner self. Our job is to know how we are working inside and how we can tune into that version of us we want to experience. Yes, I'm sorry. I just have to see. I thought I have forgot to recording. I have not. So so our job is really to choose that identity, to choose that character we want to experience in this life. And that is our power. We are not a victim of circumstances. And that is so crazy. And we have learned so much about that, that we have to react to other people and what is going on in the outer world. But the outer world is only a reflection of us. It's just like a huge mirror. So if you are reacting to what you are looking at in the mirror all the time, you will be tired and you will feel you are struggling because you cannot do it in that way. You have to change. You know you have to smile for if you want to see a smile in the mirror. So that is the way we have to change our thinking to really know that every creation is happening through us. It's our consciousness. We are choosing what we want to light up. We are choosing in every moment what character we want to be to experience that thing we want to experience. So when we want to earn more money, we want to be more successful, we want to have a better health, and we want to have better relationship and attract things in our life in another way. We are not getting the things from the outside. The reflection in the mirror is not giving it to us, but we are choosing that identity, that character, that self-concept, or that avatar. We are choosing to be that version that experience that kind of life. So that is our job. And that is why so many people are experiencing so much heaviness and struggling to get something they want because they think they have to work towards it. They have to do a lot of things. They have to struggle and figure it out and make strategy and work hard and chase all the gold and all the things they want out here. But it's never about that because then you're just creating a distance. Then you are just, without knowingness, tuning into a version of you that is vibrating. You don't have it. You are vibrating lack. You are vibrating that you need it and you don't have it. So that is always giving a distance because the mirror will just reflect back to you that you don't have it, and you will get experience in your life where you don't have it. So you get more experience that you have to struggle and do a lot of things and issue and all this thing and get issue. You will experience that, and you are creating that experience yourself because you are creating every experience yourself because the universe is neutral. It's just vibrating or showing you back what you are, who you are in this now moment. So it's all about knowing who you are, know what you want, and know how the universe or multiverse is working, that you are the creator, that you are everything that is you are broadcasting, every story you are buying into or you are telling about yourself, everything that is happening inside you. The more you can be conscious of what is going on, what inner story and all these things, the more you can see where you have to change it because you don't get what you want. And every experience you have that is not in alignment with what you want, every time you experience a problem or issue and all the things where you say, hey, I don't want to experience that, that is just a huge gift because the mirror is just showing you where you have a story going on inside that is not in alignment with who you want to be. So it's just gift. And we have learned again so many wrong things, and we have learned we are failure if we are experience problem and all these things. But it's just a guidance. It's just showing you where you have to create another story. Maybe you are not aware of something that's going on inside of you. So it's just a gift to correct your story to become and be more aware of who you are going to be, what avatar, what identity you are choosing to experience that thing that you want to experience. So it's so much about awareness, and it's so much about choosing that identity and be aware and live in this now moment. Because when we think that everything is linear, we are thinking so much from our brain and our mind. We are sometimes are we making story and buying into this past story. We are saying, "Oh, I am in that way because I have always been that kind of type," or I am not good at that," or all this story we are buying into in every now moment. We are just taking the past story in this now moment and activate it again, because you can only live and create and vibrate in this now moment. So everything that you are putting from your past and putting into this now moment, you're just recreating it again. So that is why it is so important to know that you are creating your identity, and you can choose in every now moment who you want to be. And we can be so much in our mind. So we are thinking from the past, or we are thinking how we want to be. So we are not in alignment, and we are not aware in this now moment. And this now moment is the only moment you can choose. So that is why it is so important to be aware and to be present in every moment, because you are creating everything right now. You are broadcasting a signal, a frequency right now. And this signal, a frequency, is just putting you into this timeline that is resonated with what you are broadcasting right now. So the awareness of what you are sending out can help you to choose that version, that identity, that character you want to experience. So the more you can use your imagination to say to yourself, who do I want to be? What life do I want to live? And what character, but what identity do I have to become to experience that life? And how does my dream life look like, and how do I feel, and what people do I have around me, what am I doing, what is lighting me up? And from this now moment, only choose what you are in resonance with, what you really, your heart is guiding you. If you are choosing what lights you up in every moment, if you are being or letting yourself be guided by your passion, by your heart, by your feelings of all the good things in your life, then you are only or always on the right path, because your feelings is your guidance. So there's so many things that we haven't learned, and so many things we are not aware of, and that is just my huge passion to to share all about it, because I just started to be so passionate about it about 5 or 6 years ago. And I have used so many hours, and I have just changed my whole life to really be so aware of all these things and how we're working inside, and live it myself, because every knowledge is just coming from inside of me now, because I really feel I am waking up. I am being another version of myself, and that knowledge is coming from within. So that is really powerful, and that is how we all can choose to live. And we can all choose to live a free life. We can all choose to live in this now moment and follow our heart and follow our dream, because we are creating the whole experience, the whole experience in our life, in our consciousnesses, in our own reality. This experience in my reality, it's only mine. And you can do totally the same. because we are not looking at a fixed objective world. We are creating it through our perspective. So we are all creating our own reality. So it is so crazy when we continue to buy into all the limit and all the struggle and all the lack and all the fear and all the illness. It's just story we are keep telling ourselves, and we are keep believing in. So, or but in this moment when you really are start to be aware of you are creating your whole experience, then there's nothing more important for you to know that how you are working inside, how you can be more aware of how you can regulate your own inner state and really have your focus on the things that you want to experience in every now moment, and let you be guided from the inside and really detach from the outside and the old story and the old belief and what other have told you to do. Because again, the outer world is a reflection of you. So it's so crazy when we are really waking up to this and be aware that we have just been reacting to our own mirror, to our own expression, to our own consciousness. So instead of reacting to ourselves and or instead of being trapped in our own mind, we can use it to create the best life in our dream life. We can all choose our dream life because it's not, we don't need anything to do it, but we have to be aware of how we are working, and we can all start to think and be aware of what thoughts and feeling there's going on inside of us in this now moment. And when you are starting to choose you, to choose and really start to listen to your heart and close down for all this noise out there, close down for the news and all the television and all the scrolling and all the things that you are reacting to, and there's just filling up your whole consciousness. You are letting you're giving your life force to all these things that you don't want. When you are looking at all the things that you don't want in your life, you just keep feeding them, because we know that is how we are working. Our consciousness, our thoughts and our feeling and our story, that is what that is broadcasting and creating our reality. Each of every one of us is working in the same way. So when we really are being aware of that, there's nothing more important than to choose what kind of life and what version and person you want to experience while you are here. You are choosing it all. So was what I want to show in this video, and I see you in another one.